Hope this mic picks up the audio. I'm a little dusty. You know what I'm saying? Was frying some chicken down there. What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV, man. Shouts out to everybody supporting the channel. We are doing a Baby Chains a comeback, or the Baby Chains return party. It'll probably be around middle October. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to build a hype up around it. You know, so it's going to be a live, you know what I mean, instead of just popping out there with it. You know what I mean? Thank you to everybody helping this channel get to 5,000 subscribers. Now let's take baby steps and let's get to 5,100 subscribers. That's what we're doing, man. We're taking baby steps from now on. But, you know what I'm saying, I really appreciate everybody supporting me and rocking through this. You know, I haven't really had time to even sit down and record because I've just been so much editing. So I'm telling you, man, the editing has been taking it real serious. And, you know, we're just taking a different approach moving into 2023 with Dwayne McClain TV. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like this was one of my best years as far as YouTube-wise, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, you want to have your ups and downs, but you got to just keep going. That's just the one I want to keep everybody watching to understand that, hey, life is like one big circle. You're here, then you're there, then you're here again, you're there. So long as you're able to keep getting back up, you keep fighting the good fight, everything's going to work out for you, all right? Now, let's get into today's content, all right? We're going to be talking about a young lady named DESTO, Cash DESTO. That's a name, ain't it? And she recently passed away due to a situation where, I'll say an N-word situation where it was beef. They had the Five Guys, you know what I'm saying? Texas Longhorn situations, you know, so stuff that could be situated and talked out. These people would rather resort to violence. Most time over some rap stuff. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is mostly just rap stuff, and these guys don't even be really, I can't even say that. I don't know them personally, but I want to say they don't even really be that serious. But like I said, I do understand in the street situation where somebody take something from you without asking, and they put a weapon to you, and now you get hurt, or they take it out and you go back and you harm their family. So I can understand those situations happen, you know what I'm saying? But it just seems like it happens way too often in hip hop. And now the reason why I'm blogging on this, you know what I'm saying? We want to say, hey, first things first, let's let the family mourn. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Cash DESTO's family. You know what I'm saying? This is a person who lost their life. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is one of my conspiracy brain on type of situations where it's a sacrifice or a clone like that. I really do think this girl, I do think it was a sacrifice. What I mean is, like, they faked their passing. You know what I'm saying? So I do think this person really did lose their life. I don't think it's a CIA agent. I do think Lil Uzi Vert put her up on the chopping block. And I do think the label had a life insurance policy on them. And spoke to somebody at work the other day, and they was letting me know, it's one of our managers, they were saying that, hey, your job has a life insurance policy on you. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere I go, I speak this conspiracy stuff. So they heard me speaking my conspiracy stuff, and they was asking about life insurance on rappers. And they was like, hey, you know your job has life insurance on you. So just in case while you get hurt on the clock, it can happen. So when you sign to that label, you're on the clock 24/7. So that's how the life insurance policy works. And I do think this young lady, Cash DESTO, did get caught up in this type of situation where, you know, they need a lot of bloodshed. That's just how it works with the powers that be. You know, you got to give something up. And it's time to stop really ignoring this. We can list 100 rappers right now that something has happened to their artists. They got either murdered or they lost their lives. They got into a situation. It's a dangerous game to be a rapper when, and here's the thing, 90% of these rappers are squares. They're squares. They're normies. They play the game. They love anime. These are nice, cool people. They don't even want to be in this lifestyle. So that's why I know that these so-called incidences or violent situations that these celebrities get into, I do realize that it has to have some type of fakeness to it, or it has to be set up, because these guys are not even built like that. This girl, Cash DESTO, I don't know her personally. She probably was. But there's no way every last single one of these rappers who are into something always are into the most violent parts of towns. There's no way. I meet them. I know these guys. I've seen them. It's like this in every city. These dudes be regular smuggler guys. You know what I'm saying? They get around these rappers and crazy stuff happens to them. Gucci Mane has already lost. So many rappers have gotten weapons pulled out on them who are signed to Gucci. Slim Duncan lost his life. We can go down the list of rappers who lost somebody close to him. Fresh Montana lost Chink's drugs. Wiz Khalifa, he had, was it Smoke Dogg, Smoke Perp, or Lil Snoop, one of them guys. Kevin Gates had King Yella. I'm not getting these names corrected, but I know Lil Baby had Lil Marlo, Lil Durk, King Von. Lil Durk had so many people passing around him. It's not even normal. Moneybagg Yo, baby mother just passed. Floyd Mayweather, baby mother passed in a strange way. Her death was basically, it was unquestionable. They didn't even have the way she passed. P. Diddy, baby mother passed. You know, so many celebrities lose relatives on the constant day-to-day basis. Juice WRLD loses life in a weird fashion. PNB Rock loses his life in a weird fashion. While this man wore a $100,000 jewelry in the worst part of town. And he's not built like that. You could have looked, even PNB Rock was doing stuff in the hood, right? And he has a reputation on the streets. Just know, just because somebody does this stuff does not mean that's what's really them. I can see through all that stuff. Then when guys are forcing themselves to do these heinous acts, these violent acts. Had a few incidences where it wasn't. And I also need the mirror behind it as well. Somebody said put a mirror behind your camera so you know you're recording. I might steal that idea, you know what I'm saying? But back to the topic at hand, you know what I'm saying? I really do think there's guys in our neighborhoods who do these type of activity and it's not really them. It's not who they really are. And I can see it past a lot of rappers. You know, Little Tecca didn't look like he was real. You know, So Fuego didn't look like he was real. You know, a few guys, Moneybagg Yo don't come off real to me. He don't come off real to me. You know what I'm saying? He might be, you know, he just doesn't come off real. You know what I'm saying? But so many people around these rappers just pass in very, 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 very strange fashions, man. Like, you know, something's really going on in the industry and we really have to start asking ourselves. Look how Mo 3 passed. The dude really hunted this man down. Like, the guy followed Mo 3 and hopped off the bridge doing some James Bond type of stuff on him. You know what I'm saying? Some James Bond stuff. And following made sure this man passed. I don't know if that's just a story, but that's the story they said. Look how they ran down the FBG Duck. You know what I'm saying? Look how they had, look at the situation that happened with Quando Rondo. Or look at how all these crazy situations that happen with these rappers, especially in this year alone. I think in the last 5 to 10, let's say in the last 5 years, we have lost over 600 rappers. 600. I know 100 of them at least had to be mainstream. We can at least go down. We can label 100 rappers mainstream in the past 5 years. That's probably more than 100 rappers mainstream. When I mean mainstream, like they make some noise. But there's a rapper named Gunu that passed this year. They even put his body in a club. That was the most N-word thing to ever do. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the other guy. I went down a whole list, man, and it's big money. You know, and I really think the star whackers are real. All right, that word star whackers was used by the boy, I think it's Dennis Quaid or Randy Quaid, one of them Quaid brothers. He was coming out, he was talking about star whackers. He said he believed Heath Ledger was a good friend of his, and he said there's somebody in Hollywood getting rid of these people. And I think it's the same thing in the rap game. These life insurance policies are real. These sacrifice stuff, ritualistic stuff is real. You going to, and look, every time the rapper has somebody pass around them, they get rewarded. You know, they get albums. They get all types of stuff. When Dwayne Wade, he didn't give up somebody with blood, but I really feel like he gave his son up. And Dwayne Wade blew up. He had his own show. You know what I'm saying? On ESPN. He's a commentator, all that stuff. You know, these celebrities, I really feel like you have to give something up to get back. And DaBaby, he ain't been living right since he ain't gave nobody up recently. I think somebody around his camp just passed. They give up security guards. All types of stuff. I guarantee you Travis Scott this year will have one of the biggest comebacks of all time. One of them. But I do think this stuff right here, to me, just far as the DESTO Cash situation, you know, losing a life in Houston, I do think this stuff right here is very, very strange. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, her being a female, then they get rid of females too. Don't think just because you're a lady you're not about to be on that chopping block. Selena's one of them. Y'all remember Selena? She got put away. I think she got tucked in for something. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think to one of them type of moon deities. It gets deep. But all in all, let me know what y'all think. This is some regular street stuff. Is this a regular situation where we can get around this? Are these rappers passing at a very high, alarming, strange, weird ways? Are they? Or is this all just normal? Is normal stuff, Dwayne? This is how it is in the streets, man. You're not from the streets. All right. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Also, let me know what y'all want me to blog about next. It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.